Brexit talks have reached a critical point, with just days to go until a no-deal Brexit is inevitable. But what actually needs to happen to get a Brexit deal over the finish line? The Brexit transition period's end is looming, with a deal needing to be agreed this week in order to ensure an agreement can be ratified before the deadline passes. Negotiations are ongoing this week between the EU and UK, with fisheries and the level playing field remaining up for debate. Express.co.uk has compiled a chart to show everything which needs to be done to secure a deal between the UK and EU. Britain and the EU have identified the landing zones to finally secure a Brexit trade deal, according to Ireland's Taoiseach Michael Martin. The UK's chief negotiator told the Prime Minister Boris Johnson a deal could be agreed by Tuesday, but the PM warned cabinet talks could still fail. A Downing Street spokesman said, "The UK is keen to secure a deal with the EU, but not at the cost of our core principles around sovereignty and control over our laws, borders, money, and our fish. We are working hard to find solutions which fully respect UK sovereignty, but it is far from certain that an agreement will prove possible, and time is now very short." To agree to a deal, both sides need to agree on a range of terms. The most contentious issues are fisheries, the level playing field, and governance. The EU's Common Fisheries Policy (CFP) means the fishing fleets of all UK and EU countries have full access to each other's waters, except for 12 nautical miles out from the coast, but this would alter after Britain's official departure. The level playing field is about a set of common rules and standards which prevent companies in one country from getting a competitive advantage over those operating in other countries. The next step to agreeing a deal would involve Westminster approving the agreed deal. For a bill to become a law, it starts in the House of Commons before progressing to the House of Lords. It must be approved in the same form by both houses before becoming an act. The bill must be approved in Parliament, which is likely as Mr. Johnson has a healthy majority. Parliament will most likely vote on the agreed withdrawal deal on December 16. For a deal to be agreed, a deal must be agreed with EU Council leaders. This means all EU leaders from the EU 27, including harsh Brexit critics and fishing rivals in France, must approve the deal. The EU Council has set a deadline of December 10 for a deal to be done. The agreement must be translated into the EU's 24 official languages.